Hey guys, Dennis Yu here. A lot of my friends with HVAC companies are complaining about their online lead gen not working, and I wanted you to hear from my buddy Marko, who runs HVAC Quote, and he's got a tool that often converts 45% more leads. So a lot of these companies are generating $100,000 more per month in sales, and it's a simple tool. It's only $350 a month. And when I heard about it, and I've sent some of my friends who run HVAC companies through this, and we see the results, it seems like a total no-brainer. So I wanted you guys to hear from Marko how this works.
Yeah, 100%. So, as you guys know, the marketing industry is super cumbersome. There's a lot of tools out there. There's a lot of companies, a lot of agencies, there's a lot of resources. And what we figured out is that HVAC businesses, plumbing businesses, roofing companies, it doesn't matter what home improvement business you run, homeowners, the clients that you work with, are always going to be curious about one thing coming in: the price. What is it going to cost to get a new HVAC system? Specifically the replacement jobs. And those are the jobs that you guys want. Like, obviously the tune-ups are good, the repairs are good, it leads to replacement jobs, but the jobs that you make money on, profit on, are replacements, right?
Just imagine selling one more replacement at $15,000 to $20,000 a month, a deal that you otherwise would not have gotten because that person didn't know the price and you didn't capture their information. That would many times pay for this $350 a month. And what's so cool is that I thought when Marko did this, it would be like $350 up to like 100 quotes or something, but it's unlimited. And as of now, we think there's no installation cost, no support cost. It's as many quotes you can run on your site.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what HVAC Quote is a tool that we developed specifically for the HVAC business. And this tool is a tool that these contractors are putting on their website. They're running ad traffic to it, so Google ads, Facebook ads, TikTok ads, things like that. And instead of your traditional contact form, contact form 7 or your WordPress forms or your Jot forms, where you just get the name, email, phone number, and maybe their address or the project they want, what we're doing is we've actually developed a tool where you can actually set your pricing. You can configure your pricing so it's accurate. And so that way, when a homeowner comes to your site and wants to get an estimate, you can give them an accurate range, because you don't want to give them an exact. If you give them an exact price, what happens is it looks like you bait and switch them, because let's say it comes in at $12,000. And then you go to the actual home and it's $12,500, and the homeowner's like, well, what the heck? I mean, you said it was $12,000, why is it more? So if you want to build trust, you want to give them what they want, which is a price, but give them a range, because that's even more accurate. It's reasonable, because you have rebates in certain zip codes, you have certain offers you could give them, and also it's really, it could be complicated. If the house is 5,000 square feet, you don't just do a 5-ton. Like, it might be a 2 4-tons or 2 5-tons. And so it really depends on your tonnage, the systems you carry, and all of that. And so that's why we developed this tool. It's for contractors to give a better price, but also get higher quality leads and be able to generate more sales from it.
One of the cool things I saw too is that there are a lot of agencies and they're running Google ads and Facebook ads. And if they use HVAC Quote and they're nearly able to double the conversion rate, all of a sudden, instead of the client complaining like we're not getting leads or whatnot, that's making the agency work well. So if you're working with an agency, or if you're an agency, you should consider getting HVAC Quote, which is super easy to install month to month. It's a complete no-brainer right now.
100%. And what we're seeing from the data is that you're going to get an additional 45% more leads just by using this contact form, this quote form on your website. And you want to give different ways people can reach you. Phone, you want to give them an option to actually book an estimate, and then you also want to give them the actual instant quote. Okay, and your instant quote is your traditional form. Obviously, you still want the phone number on there, but people are busy. They're at work. They're making dinner for their kids. They might not have time to call you right then and there. And so if you give them what they want, you're going to get 45% more leads by giving them a price. And the price is going to be consistent with your price book that you have in ServiceTitan or House Call Pro or whatever CRM you're in. And so that way you can generate more leads and more sales from it.
So Marko, what does the process look like once they book a call and going forward?
So once you book a call with HVAC Quote, what we're going to do is kind of run you through the software, what it looks like, the front end, the back end, how you configure your pricing, and how to make sure that you actually have the proper pricing set up, right? That's one of the most important things. And so the only way to use the quote form is if you set the pricing.
Right.
So that's kind of first step, and then the second step is actually integrating it on your website.
So what does that process look like for the people that are non-technical? Is it easy to do? I've got to involve my webmaster.
So if you have any clue where your website is located, maybe you have a website hosting company, or maybe you host it yourself. All it is an iframe. So it's an HTML embed that we could give you, or we could give your website person, or you could give us access to your website, and we'll actually put it on your site. So it takes no more than 30 seconds to get up your site.
Yeah, incredible. What else do people need to know, and how do they find you?
So the last thing I'll say is right now we have no launch fees. So most companies that are doing something like this there's $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 launch fees. There's no launch fees. It's $350 a month. No long-term contracts or anything like that. So to find us, just go to hvacquote.ai, and you can watch a demo on our website and learn more.
And even see it live. My buddy Rob, who runs Fast Response, or you could look at First Choice Mechanical or some of the other ones that you'll see on the site. You can go and play with it yourself, just like a consumer, and see what a difference it would make on your website. This could be the biggest thing that's hampering your lead gen.
Yeah, and just go give it a try. Go to one of these sites on the website or whatever, and just try the tool out for yourself. Put yourself in the customer's shoes. Is that something that you would fill out if you're a homeowner? That's something I always recommend them to look at.
Yeah. And guys, I want to hear, how does it work for you? It's so nice when I get text messages from friends of mine where they say, thank you so much for introducing me to Marko. That is so amazing. My business is doing so much better. And that just makes me feel joy, because I can see legitimate marketers that are doing great things. This is not an agency thing. This is a tool. It's very simple. You see how this tool works, generates more revenue. When Marko told me about this before he started building the tool, I thought, why doesn't this already exist? There's a few other guys that sort of make rinky-dink versions. Some people have tried to build their own, but right now, because of the way consumers want to get that immediate answer on what's the thing cost, you could do all this amazing marketing, but if people hit a brick wall here because they don't know the price, you're losing out on a lot of money. So go check it out, and then keep me posted. How is it working for you? I love featuring stories. If for some reason there are problems, let me know about that too, because I only promote people that I believe in. I only promote when I see things are working really well. So thank you for your time. Love to hear what you guys think.